Hello budget people and welcome back to my channel. My name is She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be closing down not only my budget for week 4 of September but my overall monthly budget as well. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I do hope you are all well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on yet another video. And if you're new to the channel, my name is She's on a Budget and over on my channel I discuss all things budgeting related. So if that is your type of thing, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. And guys, I am so happy to be back behind the camera. It has been a really hectic week. To be honest, I'm sitting here literally in my dressing gown and my night clothes because this is like the only time that I've had to film this video, and I'm just really excited and keen to start my new budget planner for October. So yeah, I'm literally like eager and keen to just get this month done and dusted, closed down, and yeah, on to October. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and lay down my expense stickers for the last week. It's been just over a week. I'm closing down the budget from the 22nd until the 30th. So a week and 1 day. The first expense sticker that I'm putting down is my grocery expense sticker. And on the 26th, I spent £35.88. So this can go here for my groceries envelope, and I also spent a further £10 for my household envelope. You'll be really surprised how small in comparison to my budget, how small the amount of money that I spent for my household envelope was this month. So yeah, that was £10 from the household envelope and then £35.88 from my grocery envelope. I got one receipt for that, so they were both put together in that receipt. Okay, next I am going to put down my utility sticker, which is for both my electricity and gas. In total I spent £40 this week, and that was on the 27th. So I spent £40, so £20 from gas, £20 on electric. To be fair guys, my gas still didn't run out, but I took your advice and I put it on. I put that £20 on the key anyway, just so that it's there, so that I'm in credit. It is getting colder, but I so far have resisted like putting the heating on. It's so funny, if you watch my vlog this week, you'll see that there were a couple days this week, well, a few days this week where I was working in my dressing gown because I was just so cold. I'll sooner have you seeing me in like 25 layers and socks and boots in my house working, guys, rather than me putting the heating on during the day. It's just not going to happen. Whereas like at night, obviously, I will put it on at some point, but I haven't put it on this week. So, you know, hopefully we can like keep it that way for as long as possible. I'm not a Scrooge. I know it sounds like I'm a Scrooge, but I'm really not a Scrooge, guys. But yeah, I'm definitely going to see a massive rise in my gas bill from when I do start to put the heating on, and you'll see that as well. Okay, so we've done our utilities. Now we are on to fuel. So I had to put fuel in my car twice this week. So the first time I put fuel in my car was on the 22nd, which was literally like last week Wednesday. So that was my first expense sticker on the 22nd. And then my fuel ran out, guys, and I was speaking to my mum about this the other day. I seriously do not know how I'm still paying the same amount of money towards fuel when I'm not working anymore. So obviously you guys know I used to commute to work back and forward 5 times a week, and I'm not doing that anymore, but I'm still spending the same amount of money on fuel. I know I'm still tutoring, so I am going out of my house, or I am leaving my house like, you know, 4 days a week to tutor, but you know, 2 of those journeys are quite close by, so it's really surprising that I'm still spending the same amount of money on fuel. I think it just goes to show how much fuel has actually increased in price, guys. So let me know if you've like felt that kind of like sting as well, that you know your fuel bill is increasing or it's not going down despite how much you have been like, you know, keeping an eye on things. Let me know how it has been your end, but for me, for sure, like I haven't seen a decrease in that bill when I thought I would definitely see one. So that's a bit surprising. The other time I had to put fuel in my car was on the 28th, guys. And oh my gosh, if you are living in the UK, you know just how bad it has been in trying to find a petrol station that is not only open, but that has actual petrol inside of it, petrol and diesel. It has been mad. I don't even want to speak on it too much because I think we'll be here all day, but you'll see it in the vlog, like the issues I had getting diesel for my car. So yeah, I managed to get diesel in my car by leaving my house at the crack of dawn one morning after my son spotted a petrol station being open on his way to work. So I had to leave my house at the crack of dawn to get some diesel in my car. It was the day after I'd gone to like one of my tutees' homes to tutor. I literally had about 2 miles left. And I was so scared that I wouldn't be able to even make it to the petrol station. So when my son said one was open, I had to make like the dash for it to make sure that, you know, I got there before the queue actually was ridiculous. And I managed to get there. When I got there, they allowed me to fill up my car. So I have done that. And I used the money. I think I've got the wrong way around, guys. Oh my gosh, I've just realised. I think I've got these the wrong way around. I've just realised I put the £80 one here and a £20 one here, but it doesn't really matter. I used the money that I'd put in my rollover envelope last week, which was like my fuel budget for the whole month of October, so £80. I used all of that on that day. So I'm kind of like ahead. I say kind of because I know it was only like 2 days shy of the beginning of October, but we'll see how it goes because, as I said to you, I definitely think that fuel prices have increased. So I don't even know if that will last me the whole month. We'll see how it goes. And it's a bit scary. I know it sounds silly, me saying this, but I really don't like putting fuel in my car like for the whole month. I know it sounds really stupid, but that's just how I feel. I'd rather like budget from week to week, knowing that that has got to last me, or knowing that I'm going to try and make that last until the end of the month is a bit worrying for me. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I did use the money that I'd budgeted from October for fuel from my rollover envelope to pay for that diesel. So this technically has not come out of September's budget, but I'll show you how that, you know, will all go down when I close down my overall monthly budget. But yeah, guys, that is all of my expenses laid down for this week and last few for the month. So yeah, let's go and see what this looks like in my weekly check-in. Okay, so I've grabbed my envelopes. I'm just going to place them there while I go through. So as I said to you, this budget is from the 22nd until the 30th. The first envelope I have is my electricity. I'm going to do that with my gas actually, guys, because they both come under like utilities. So I'm going to do both of my envelopes. So I've got £20 here that I put onto my electric key, and that was on the 27th, as I said. And here's my receipt also for gas. So I can take them out of my envelopes. And guys, oh gosh, you guys are so lovely, I have to say. I had someone saying to me last week not to throw these away, and you are absolutely right. I literally took them out of the bin when I saw that comment last week, but I don't know what I'm going to do about the ones that I've thrown away. Sorry, the reason why someone told me to do this is obviously for tax purposes. Now I'm working from home, I can put my electricity down as a deduction when it comes to taxes. So I don't know what I'm going to do about the ones that I did previous to these, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep a hold of these, but I'm just going to log it in my weekly check-in. So that was £40 that I spent. At the beginning of the week, I had £40 altogether, and I spent 40, which is why we do not have any money remaining in either of these envelopes. So they're all done. I am going to keep a hold of my receipts over here. Next, we have household. At the beginning of the week, I had £10 in here, and I spent that £10, which means there is £0 remaining in household. Coming on to groceries. Groceries this month has been really interesting. I feel like I've literally like, you know, managed to get nowhere near to the £200 I budgeted for. And I'm not saying that's a failure in any way, shape or form, guys. But yeah, it's like, it's been so mad how little I have spent on food this month, and yet still like the fridge is still like full. So yeah, it's been crazy, but I've told you the reasons why. My son is still on his like healthy eating like kick. As I said, he's doing really, really well. So that's one of the main reasons why, you know, myself and Nevaeh haven't had to buy that much food. So groceries at the beginning of the week, I think I had I had £25 and I added another 25. So I think I had £50 altogether this week for groceries, and I spent £45.88. So that would have left me with, why have I got £10? What have I done? I don't know what I've done, guys. I've got an extra £5 and I don't know why. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. Okay, so I don't know what happened there, but I've got, as you can see, used £50 in cash and I've got £10 in my envelope. Wow, I'm not even sure where that's come from. So I'm just going to put it down. We have £10 remaining. And I'm going to put a question mark there because I really don't know why I've got £10. I should have £5. If that, to be honest, I should just have change. So I've got £10 remaining in this envelope. As I said, it doesn't really matter too much, guys, because this money is going to be put into a envelope. So one of my sinking funds as extra money. As I said, I do budget £200 for the month. And if I don't need to stuff the money into these envelopes, then that money just stays in my bank, or it is put towards like cash stuffing. So this extra money here is going to go to the same place. It's not like it's, you know, going to be used for anything else. I'm just going to put this £10 to one side, ready for my first cash stuffing for October. So that's all done, and I can put that over here. Okay, and the last envelope we have is fuel. As I said to you, this one's a bit of a weird one because you'll see that I've got my £20 receipt here. Is it £20 for my diesel? Yeah, this one is the £20 one. Actually, guys, wow. This is crazy. Okay, so I actually put £30 in my car that week. I've got to change it. Oh my gosh, this is mad. So that was £30. So I'm going to change that. Okay, so that was £30, in fact. Yes, we are back to snacking. It's so funny how you guys notice the small things. But yeah, we did go over a bit. But yeah, I put £30 in my car for diesel and then 80. So wow, I was way over for diesel this week then. I was way over. So in total, I mean, I know this came from my rollover, but I did actually go over diesel. So as I said, guys, I'm still really confused why I'm spending so much money on fuel. That is really mad. Anyway, let's go forward. So I'm going to put down the £30. So we had £20 in there. I'm going to put the £30 that I put towards fuel. It wasn't 20. That means that the remainder was obviously 0, and that means that I've gone into like £10 worth of unbudgeted money technically for fuel, and I'm just gonna put that down there. Oh, I've put it in the wrong place. Let me just delete that out. Hold on, guys. I do not budget any money for unbudgeted expenses, so I didn't add any money for that. But I spent £10. So we've got minus £10 here for unbudgeted expenses, and that comes from the fuel. So yeah, gosh, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. I hope you've managed to follow through with what I've just done. But yeah, technically I've gone over budget with fuel, and I've got an extra £10 in my grocery envelope. Do you think maybe, guys, this £10 was meant to go in this envelope? What do you think? I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make sense either, because I'm over by £10 here and I'm under here. But I didn't have £30 in my fuel envelope to begin with this week. I don't know what I've done. It doesn't really matter too much because, as you've just seen, I do have an extra £10 here that I shouldn't have. So me being over budget or going over in my fuel doesn't really matter too much. I can, you know, it's not going to break the bank, guys, at the end of the day, because I do have an extra £10 there. But yeah, it's quite puzzling how that actually happened. I'm not actually sure, but every time something goes wrong on camera, it's actually like a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I think it's just so important for you guys to see, like, look how closely I monitor my budget. I stuff my envelopes weekly, I write a budget for them, and then I check them in, and still things can go awry. Imagine if I only did this once a month, or imagine if I never did this. I'd be all over the place, guys. Money would be going left, right and centre, and I wouldn't have a clue or feel I had any control over it. So it's definitely important to track your expenses weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you do it, but definitely track them, because this is where you can be like losing money. Like, it's £10 now and it could be like £40 or £50 at the end of the month, just because I haven't tracked where things have gone. So yeah, definitely track your expenses if you are not doing so already. Okay, so I can come in now and I'm going to close down my overall monthly budget for September. I'm so happy to be saying this, guys. I'm just so excited to get started with my budget planner, my own She's on a Budget planner for October. I'm just so excited to do it. So yeah, let's go through and close this down. And just a warning, this month has been seriously amazing. I would never have believed that the first month of me, like, officially, like, being self-employed, have I had such a good month. Like, it's been such a blessing, guys. And I just want to really, like, start off by saying that, because I know that a lot of you, many of you, like loads of you, the majority of you, like, really do support me, either by purchasing from the store or by, you know, watching all the ads on my YouTube videos, or literally just by sending me some lovely messages of words of encouragement. So I really do appreciate you all. But let's get into the numbers. Okay, so in terms of, should I do it backwards? I think I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to start with tuition first of all. So at the beginning of the month, I budgeted £1,200 that I would be receiving, or I thought I'd be receiving from tuition this month. And in fact, the total amount that I actually received from tuition was £1,389.98. So we were, you know, what, 189, maybe £190 better off in terms of tuition this month. So that was amazing. That was really good. And then my rollover from last month, obviously that is kind of like more or less fixed, guys, because it was the money that I knew I was having for September as I came into the month. So we definitely knew that was going to be the actual figure at the end of this month anyway. Moving on to my variable income. So what I do in terms of like working out how much money I've actually received, I go back through all of like my weekly budgets that I make, and I put down the amount that I have received from that week into the calculator, and then I total it up. So at the beginning of the month, I predicted my variable income to be approximately like £2,000. And this figure wasn't plucked out of the sky. It was the amount that I received last month. So that is the amount that I received on average for my variable income for August. That is where I got that value from. This month, for weeks 1 and 2, my variable income was £1,867.02. Plus my variable income for week 3, which was £1,562.04. And then my income from week 4 was £1,094.08. So in total, my variable income for this month was £4,523.14, guys. Can you believe that is how much money that I managed to earn for variable income this month? That is crazy. And to be honest, guys, when I was actually calculating all of these figures this month, I did hesitate. I was thinking, I've always kind of felt that there would come a point on my channel when I would stop disclosing my income. I really feel like sometimes it can rub people the wrong way. I don't know if it's always motivating to see someone earning a certain amount of money. For me, a lot of your messages encourage me that it doesn't come off in a very like, you know, showy offy way or anything like that. But I still don't know if it is doing what it's meant to be doing. So I'm going to think about it, and depending on how I feel like for October, this may be like the last time that I disclose how much money I earn from my variable income. I just don't know how I feel about it anymore. I really don't know, to be honest, guys. And yeah, I just don't want you guys to be thinking that I'm just here to like show you how much money I'm earning and show you how much money I'm going to stuff into my envelopes. And that is not what I'm here for. I'm really here to kind of like just show you that anything is possible. And I've started, like a lot of you guys are starting, by putting in literally £5 into my envelopes on a weekly basis. And I've been doing it now for nearly 2 years. The main reason why my variable income has increased tremendously is mainly because I have, you know, been growing my Etsy shop. So that is why I've managed to, you know, increase my income so much. And I know that in many of your cases, in order for you to see or to be able to get to the point where maybe you feel happier with your finances, you will need to increase your sources of income. So I share, maybe I overshare, because I want to encourage you guys to seek out and to find alternative sources of income. You can't get by just one source of income. You need to have at least 2 streams, maybe 3 streams of income, guys, in order for you to be able to reach like financial independence, save enough money to maybe buy a house, a car, whatever your dreams are. It isn't going to happen on just one salary. Unfortunately, like, this is the world that we're currently living in at the moment. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, but I'm really starting to feel very hesitant. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's TikTok, guys, because I've been on TikTok for a little while now. I've had quite a few videos going viral and the abuse has started, and I don't know whether that's getting me down. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, some people can be really nasty. And as I said, I don't want to come off as a showy-offy person, because that is really like as far away from my nature as possible. Like, I'm not that type of person at all. But at the same time, you know, I do want you to see like the reality of, you know, being consistent, having several streams of income, and seeing the benefits of that and what that actually can do for your finances. So that's my little rant over. I'm just going to total up my income for this month, maybe for the last time. So we've got 4523.14, add 460, add 1,389.98. So my total income for this month was £6,373.12. Okay, so that is amazing. That is so amazing, and I'm so happy. There have been so many like YouTubers that I've followed who do disclose their income, guys, and I've seen like, you know, 2-parent families, like, you know, earning this amount of money. So for me to be doing it on my own, I'm just like crazy like in shock. Never thought this would be my life at all, guys. Never. So I'm going to add my variances into my variance column very quickly. I had plus £2,523.14. Rollover, we predicted the same as we actually received. Tuition, I had plus £189.98. So in total, my variance was £2,713.12 more than I thought, or I predicted I would receive this month. So absolutely amazing, as I said already. Okay, so groceries is next. In total this month, I budgeted £200 for groceries, but in fact, I only spent £125, guys, in total. So I managed to save £75 from my grocery budget, which is, as I said, amazing. That is left over. In terms of my household budget, I had a budget of £40 at the beginning of the month, and I only spent £20 of that money. So we had £20 left over. Gas, at the beginning of the month, I budgeted £40, and I actually spent £40. So that means that there isn't a variance for that. Electric is the same. I budgeted £80 and I spent £80. So that is the same. And then in terms of my fuel, I budgeted £80, guys, but in total, I spent £90 from this month's budget and I spent £80 from October's budget. So I'm literally just going to put down both of them. So 90 and 80, we've got 170 in total. So we were over budget by £90. Okay, so that is that. So I'm going to go through and put down my actual spend. And that is £435. And then as you can see, guys, from my actual predicted amount of money that I had put aside for variable income, we are literally like still £5 better off altogether. I'm still really quite chuffed about that, to be honest, guys. That, even though I've already put all of my budget for October in terms of fuel into my car, we're still doing really, really well. We still have money left over for these expenses. Okay, so let's move on to fixed expenses very quickly. As they are fixed, the money that I put aside for those expenses at the beginning of the month was in fact the amount that I was going to spend, because they are fixed as the name says, so they would not change anyway. And then in terms of our breakdown now, at the beginning of the month, I predicted my income to be £3,660, when in fact it was £6,373.12. In terms of outgoings, it was slightly different, not that much though, guys, because we got the £1,745. Instead of 440, we had 435. So I'm going to change this amount by £5. So it was £2,180, in fact, that I spent in terms of my outgoings. So yeah, that's fine. And then in terms of my rollover, so I have already taken out my rollover. It is now like £80 down, but in total for my rollover, I have £380 remaining for October. So I'm going to take this money away from my actual income. Which leaves me with a total remainder of £3,813.12. So guys, yeah, that is the remaining amount of money, not that I have available, but that is the amount of money that I have used already this month to stuff my side income envelopes. I've used some of that money to purchase like my new phone that you've already seen me budget for this month. I've used some of that money to go towards like my mum's birthday present. I've used some of that money to save. So yeah, guys, this money has already been accounted for. It's already been given a job to do. So the only money that I'll be carrying forward is my rollover into October, and then we're literally like starting all over again. I'm hoping and I'm praying that October is just as much of a blessing as this month was. I've made massive, massive gains in my emergency fund, guys. Literally stay tuned. Within the next couple of videos, I'll be sharing my sinking fund results video for this month. It has been an epic saving month, guys. So do stay tuned for that. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is come in now and tick off my expense stickers for the last time this month, and my bill due stickers, because they have all been checked in. And I can come in now and lay down my no spend stickers and give my total. I'll be really, really excited to see how well I've done in total for the month of September. Okay guys, so that is all done. So out of 30 days this month, Let's see how many days we have got down. So in total, I think this month, I've only got 1, 2, 3 no spend days for the month of September. So that means that we are 28 days out of 30 that we have had a no spend day. So I'm really, really pleased about that, guys. What do you think? How did you do this month in terms of your no spend days? It isn't a competition with anyone but yourself. And as long as you are happy with what you've done, then that's all that matters. I'm really happy. I'm really chuffed. It's always nice to like keep a lid on things. Yes, sinking fund envelopes are there to do whatever you wish with them, but you know, I try to set limits for myself, and me using these no spend stickers definitely does that. It definitely keeps the ball in the court. So yeah, I love doing this. Let's see how I do for October. We've got 31 days in October, so let's see how well we do. The aim is to beat 28 days now for October. Okay guys, but that is all for now. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye guys.